Hello guys, I welcome you all to Engineers Academy. Do subscribe my channel if you haven't done it yet. Now we are going to solve this problem from chapter 15, Hibbeler Dynamics. The problem says that the 5 megagram bus is traveling to the right at 20 meter per second. Meanwhile, a 2 megagram car is traveling at 15 meter per second to the right. If the vehicles crash and become entangled, determine their common velocity just after the collision. Assume that the vehicles are free to roll during the collision. So this bus B is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second towards the right, and this car is moving towards the right with a velocity of 15 meter per second. And after some time they collide with each other, and then after collision they move with common velocity after the collision. So let's say that this box represent the bus, and let's say that this small rectangle represents that car. So when they crash with each other, what happens is that there are impulsive forces, right? So the bus applies the impulsive force on the car in this direction, let's say, and the same reaction force is applied by the car in the opposite direction. So these two impulsive forces cancel each other since they are internal to the system, and then when they collide, both the bus and the car, they move with some common velocity. Let's say that velocity is v. So to find that velocity, we are going to apply the law of conservation of momentum, and the law of conservation of momentum says that the summation of the momentum, the summation of the initial momentum, that will be equal to the summation of the final momentum of both the cars. So we can write that the mass of B, the initial velocity of B, so let me write that the initial velocity of the bus plus the mass of car, the initial velocity of the car, that will be equal to the, since after collision they move with the common velocity, so we can say that mass of bus and the common velocity is v plus the mass of car and the final velocity is v. So if I put those values, then mass of bus is 5 megagram, right? So let me write that mass of bus is 5 mega. So mega is 10 raised to the power 6 grams, and in kgs we can write that this is 5 into 10 raised to the power 3 kgs, right? So in kgs the mass is 5 into 10 raised to the power 3. So this is 5 into 10 raised to the power 3, and the velocity, the initial velocity of the bus is 20, plus the mass of the car is 2 megagram, right? So that 2 mega is 2 into 10 raised to the power 3 kgs, and the initial velocity of the car is 15, so I will multiply it with 15, and this will be equal to, and from these two we can take that v as common, so we can write this as mb plus mc into v. So now we can write that mb, let me write that mb plus mc is 5 plus 2 is 7 megagram, that is 5 plus 2, so this is 7 megagram, and then we have to convert it into kg, so then we have to multiply this with 10 raised to the power 3. So now if we divide this whole equation by 10 raised to the power 3, so this will cancel out, this will cancel out, and this will cancel out, so we will be left with 5 into 20 plus 2 into 15, and here we have 7v. Or we can write that the final common velocity is 5 into 20 is 100 plus 2 into 15 is 30 divided by 7, which is equal to 130 divided by 7, and 130 divided by 7 gives us the common velocity equals to 18.57 meter per second. So after collision, both the bus and the car moves with this common velocity, which is 18.57 meter per second. So this is the solution of this particular problem. I hope this will help you in your learning. Do subscribe my channel if it helps in your learning.